And we are live.
We are live.
Only.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Only use me blade. Peace and butt grease.
Finally, we can cross this off the list of Blade. When are you going on the show? When are you going on the show? When are you going on the show?
Yeah, right. How many times have you had people ask you that?
You can't count that high. Like, seriously. And the thing was, is because I haven't been on the show, like, a lot of times other people would be on the show and people would come on my stream, my YouTube videos, they're like, so, well, such a person was in there. Do you feel slighted? I'm like, no, it's like, we've tried to make this happen so many times, but it's always been like scheduling conflict.
No, I literally come to Blade like 30 minutes before every show. Like, can you do it this week? No? Okay. Next week? Okay. And then like an hour before the show, Blade's sleeping or whatever. He's on West Coast time. Yeah. And Eddie's like all the way in England, Britain land, and it panned out this week. Wings is sleeping. His sleep schedule is fucked up. To be honest, I'm going to call out Wings. I called him out in the pre-show. My sleep schedule is fucked up too, Wings. I'm here, all right? Now, his sleep schedule might be a little bit more fucked up than mine, but, you know, Wings is doing... He's doing good, man. I seen he did a few
making
streams.
Videos and he's
White
doing...
boy.
He had thumbnails!
White boy, when you're fucking tired, you act crazy. You do crazy shit. And you said your sleep schedule is crazy and you're here, but look at you.
Hey, I'm ready.
You can tell you're tired.
I'm fucking ready.
You need to take a
He's a
fucking
gold
nap.
medal champion, Jive, all right? This is how, this is how pro e-athletes get ready, is they
started the
try
show.
to sleep.
I'm in my prime right now, Jive. This is where I thrive, okay? With no preparation.
Ignoring the fact that white boy looked fucking retarded as shit. Like,
Well, he's
right?
World War I costume,
Fuck?
right? He's out on the edge. He's out on the edge, Jive. You can't
Like
criticize man.
Wing said he gonna take a nap so he don't act like this. Look at this. Look at him. What the fuck is that?
To be fair to Geordie, to come to his defense, he did let us know. He was like, I'm probably not going to be there. So me and White Boy took care of fucking business, like professionals.
Y'all did a good job. I came home from
and
work.
here we are. So let's not talk about what wasn't. Let's talk about what is.
Wait. One thing that wasn't. I didn't upload the the overlay. And he sent me the good overlay. We still have the last week's overlay. Just ignore that fact.
Oh right,
There's
so
too
I sent
much
you the
hype.
file and you haven't used it.
There was too much hype to start the show, all right? And this is my Battlefield 1 outfit. I have a leather cap coming.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Are you going to make like trench warfare skits for Battlefield 1? I hope you do, man.
I want to. No, I have. My notebooks are back there. I have a page written down. Like I got this new camera.
Are your notebooks like like the walls out of the movie The Number 23? There's just scribbles everywhere. Like your entire room is your canvas. That's what I imagine what it's like.
Well, my notebook, it's like an idea, and then I just draw a line, and then there's like another idea. Like I said, Battlefield 1 skit versus Call of Duty players no scoping.
Bro, imagine in like 50 years if some people like discover this hidden treasure of those notebooks. They're like, what is this writings of a crazy man? What is this?
No, I actually save all my notes to hopefully one day, who knows, one day maybe. But yeah, I write like a line, I just dash, and then I go to another foot, like, it's Battlefield 1 skit, then line. Sacrifice drones for awesome videos. Line. And then another one. I see Drive's drone in the background. I bought a drone too. I'm excited for it. Drive, do you have any tips for me? I don't want to crash it, because it's an expensive drone. It's like $1,000.
I crashed mine a couple times. But I didn't crash it like high. I crashed it like start when it gets real close and when you try to like get it through. So see, you're getting the 4 though. The 4 has this sensor, so just keep it on in the front.
Yeah.
Well, this is not gonna help you. It's like when you go to like little alleyways or something. I'm flying it through an alleyway and shit, like narrow, and then like I hit like a tree and shit. Then it fucking
it must like fuck up like how it balances itself.
Yeah,
like, that's how I imagine it works.
Because like first I'm flying it like in the air. It's like a wide open space. Then when it get to the alley, it's like narrow and it's like walls, so the airflow is different.
Yeah, I've seen some of them, right? So how they're used in movies now is you can control them with a tablet, and you can actually set its path and movement. So you can pre-program it to fly a certain way and follow your actors. So you say, like, as the director, once you've walked through and you've planned it, it will follow that exact path every time you press go. So you can call action and press go, and your actors will hit their marks on the floor and do their lines, and it can move around them and do all this crazy shit. So people are using it, like, instead of a cameraman to follow dynamic shots and shit. I was like, man, that's crazy. That's like, they use one of those, like a camera drone in, like, Mass Effect. There's a character who has a camera drone that follows it instead of a cameraman. Like, we're living in the future. We are currently living in the future.
There was a news story that apparently all that, like, not aviation, but people, like helicopter companies that do film, like, aerial shots, like golf courses and stuff like that, they're up in arms because now you can get a camera drone that will do the same thing for, like, anybody can do, and they don't have to rent these helicopters. So they made this big deal about it, and now they're trying to make it so that in order for you to fly a camera drone in public places, you have to have, like, a pilot's license.
That's
this is a real thing, though, because, like, these companies are going, well, what the fuck? We make our business
revenue, and you'll take
we're losing all this revenue because it's kind of the same thing as, like, taxi drivers getting pissed off at Uber because they're losing all this business. It's like, so they're trying to make new laws to prohibit it, So
but that's the free market to a certain extent. Like, that's what you've been. The one thing about camera drones is that they have to carry cameras that aren't, like, the same quality as, like, a cinema camera, because just the lens for a proper cinema camera can weigh way more than one of those drones can carry. So helicopters are still going to be used at, like, the top end of film production, but then, like, independent filmmakers, people with a lower budget, are going to start using the smaller digital cinema cameras that are lighter. So they've got about 10 years left.
Excuse me, can you just use a GoPro?
Yeah.
A GoPro, not for cinema, because a GoPro...
Yeah, not for cinema, but...
like, GoPro records at, like, 1080p, but it's a compressed format. Cinema's formed at, like, 8K digital. Yeah. Those cameras are massive, so they're not going to... They've got about 10 years left of business at the top end of the market, but that whole lower end is going to disappear. So
look up the Inspire, though, Eddie. Oh, my God, it's a fucking monster.
What is it? A new drone, like a heavy duty drone?
Yeah, it carries a like a real heavy DSLR.
Yeah.
Like ease, like,
Yeah.
And
it's kind of crazy, like, who came up with that?
Like this, and then when it's, like, to the altitude that it wants, it goes up like this, like the wings go up, so you won't ever see a propeller or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're getting too advanced, and you could fucking chop somebody's head off with these shit. You really need training. Like,
well, maybe some level of, like, license isn't a bad idea then if it's actually physically dangerous.
No, they wanted them to get pilot's licenses.
Like airplane
licenses. So, I mean, the only reason they wanted that is so that they couldn't be able to do that, But
I mean, it's like the prison guard system trying to criminalize marijuana. Like, it's bullshit. And sorry, I went to the door like this, actually, and I saw Amazon. Amazon has vans now? There's literally an Amazon van that delivered this stuff. It's just more...
unboxing.
Yeah, they deliver on Sundays.
Is it socks, white boy? Tell me it's not.
No. It's my World War II or World War I uniform for my Battlefield 1 skit.
Well,
of course.
Reveal it to everybody right now. Try it on.
How silly of us.
I mean, it's pretty hot. These are like pants and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got a jacket too. Yeah, I mean, it's bullshit. They're trying to make this illegal, and I wanted to say something else. Like, technology always comes to the consumer. Like 20 years ago, to get one of those shots, like 30, 40 feet in the air, you would need like a boom crane that cost. I bought a little shitty boom crane, like it was 10 feet at most. It cost $100 or something. And not, like these drones, I see Jive's vlogs. Dude, there's some crazy shots that you can achieve with these things. Like, what is that? That's 4K, right? Your camera, Jive?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad it's coming to the consumer. And like, yes, movies are going to have these awesome shots that we can't replicate, but with a few $100, you can really do some really nice shots and some really nice scenes with the drone.
What it's great for is like it's great for independent cinema, right? So like young filmmakers that don't have a lot of money that want to like have like a distinct visual style, like early in their career, like develop their own like visual language and stuff. Like they wouldn't have had the there's a reason why Tarantino's first film is like set in one room. Like Reservoir Dogs is like set in like 3 rooms, like most of it indoors, like one outside shot, like the camera doesn't move that much and it's really cheap. There's a reason for that, because it's fucking expensive to make movies.
I gotta talk about this, man. I recently rewatched whatchamacallit, Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shit.
It's not fantastic. It's very
It's not as good. It's not as good as everyone says, but honestly though, it sounds like drunk ramblings, like when they're talking. Yes, the dialogue's there and some of the stuff is like cool or whatever, but like it's really not that good of a movie.
I tell you what, here's the thing about Reservoir Dogs that you might not know. Reservoir Dogs is a remake of a Hong Kong film called Circle of Fire, but it's a remake of the last scene of Circle of Fire, which is about 3 minutes long. But it's stretched out into a whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's like he just nicked that. It's a Chow Yun-fat movie. It's really good. Go watch Circle of Fire if you haven't seen it. It's like a gritty Hong Kong action movie. But
yeah, I mean, like, okay, so here's the thing with me. If someone like let's say I don't have blind loyalty to stuff. Okay, if something's bad, I'll say it's bad. Okay, I'm a Tarantino fan. I like most of his movies, but like if I watch something of his and it's shit, I'm gonna say it's shit. Whereas people are gonna blindly defend them. You know what I mean? Hateful Eight was garbage. Hateful Eight was hot garbage. I don't care what you. This. Hateful Eight was horrible, dude.
I thought it was going to be a much bigger movie.
White Boy, that looked like a nice jacket. Like what?
No, I mean
that just looked like a nice jacket you could wear out to the club.
Hey,
that's not a World War I uniform.
Hey, in the background,
that looks like a super dry jacket.
Hey, come on, man! It's a World War I uniform. Just have some imagination.
Is it authentic?
People in the chat, this guy.
No, it's not authentic. It costs.
Oh, okay.
This costs like $30. The authentic ones cost like $200. All right, I got the little fucking straps. Okay, I'm gonna put a patch right here. I'll put a patch right here. Boom, we're in World War I. Please.
No,
I'm just saying, if you were to walk down the street, White Boy, no one's stopping you and say thank you for your service.
Yeah,
you need like a good helmet though. You need like a good, pause. Well, but you need like a proper World War I like. Yeah.
I got a helmet. I've been actually watching the miniseries Band of Brothers. Really good miniseries.
HBO series, yeah. With Ross.
I got the helmet from that series, and they have like a little netting over the helmet. World War I's a lot different. We don't have a lot of information on Battlefield 1, and honestly, I think I'm gonna make a transition over there. Like I'm gonna play COD 4 a lot, and Blade's a big COD 4 person, or we can talk a little bit later about that. But I think I'm just gonna try to make fun of Call of Duty players and go to Battlefield 1. I think that's my strategy. Now, I'm not talking about the Call of Duty if you're watching the podcast show 20 minutes in, if you're even on YouTube, I'm not making fun of you, all right? You're better than 90% of the Call of Duty players out there. I'm talking about the players you see and you like how do they even manage to pick up a controller? These are the people I'm going to be targeting. Because I think
I love those people. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
not when they're on your team though. Come on, Blade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make fun of them pretty severely, and I think that's my strategy going forward. Because there's a lot of shitters out there in the Call of Duty community, and I think Call of Duty has been weakening us year after year to a point where the Call of Duty community is so fucking pathetic at this point. Not us on YouTube, but most of us are very pathetic, getting used to score streaks, death streaks, specialist perk packages, all this stuff that makes us weaker and weaker. And then we're going to transfer over to Battlefield at our weakest state, and we're going to get absolutely demolished.
I honestly feel for every community because Like, we are like the sorority frat house moving into the neighborhood of every community for like the first 3 weeks of a game being out.
Yeah.
So when Halo 5 came out, everyone was on Halo 5. They're like, just an influx of COD players were on there. And then, so you have like these Halo guys, like, I can't wait till these guys leave. Jesus Christ. They act like snobs about it because we do kind of do that. We will come in for a first-person shooter, fuck up the lease, and then just dip out.
We're like Animal House. We turn up, fuck your women, drink your beer, and then leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I don't think it's that glorious. I think we're going to come to Battlefield. We're going to get shit on. People are going to say, fuck you, every time they die. It's got to be...
You won't hear them, though, because that social interaction in gaming is gone. Battlefielders aren't really like that anyway. Like, I played a lot of Battlefield during, like, the Ghost cycle. I played Battlefield 4 a lot. I've played Battlefield 3. I didn't play Hardline, but I'm going to play Battlefield 1. Like, they were shit.
Bro.
Like, for Twitch aim, purely what COD teaches you, Twitch aim, COD players are better. But
bro, I agree. I got Battlefield 4 when it came out, one of the best unboxing videos you've ever seen, and I tried to do the knife only thing on Battlefield 4.
Oh shit!
My KD was .02. Trying to knife only on that. That's impossible. So when people ask me that, they're like a new game will come out. They'll be like, "Hey, beat Grand Theft Auto just using a knife." I'm like, fuck you. That's impossible, dude. Like, Call of Duty is the only game you can do that in. So I'm gonna.
I saw a video of yours as well recently. You playing COD 4, and you were like, "I'm kind of over it."
No, when it okay. So
when it comes to certain games, particular games, you're kind of...
anything after COD 4, I'm actually a better knifer than I am shooter. I never really put any time into Modern Warfare 2 shooting or Black Ops 1 shooting or so forth after that. But I played COD 4 shooting before the knifing, and so then when I go back and play COD 4, I'm like, I feel like I've done it. I feel like I've paid my dues on the COD 4s. So.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys don't know, this is OnlyUseMeBlade. His name is true to his play style. He literally... frustratingly to me, only uses his blade. Like, I don't know how many kills you got. You literally don't shoot one time in your
on my account.
So if you're watching the show, you don't know OnlyUseMeBlade. This is the Codcast show, pretty much.
Yeah.
OG.
Now, OG.
I do have a question, and I brought this up to you a few times, Blade. I'm very frustrated at you that you don't use like the riot shield. It's still it's not your blade, it's still melee things. Like, I wish you would extend a little bit to like the bayonet.
I use bayonet. Like I do use
Black Ops 3 bayonet. You haven't used other bayonets, have you?
I use bayonet in World at War.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't like using it because the kill feed shows a gun in it, but whatever.
Oh my God. This purist over here.
Genuinely put Commando in Modern Warfare 2 because of your success. And
say that again?
Like, they put Commando Pro in Modern Warfare 2 because you had been making videos and they were like, that's kind of cool.
I don't know about that because I was back in like the COD 4 days, and not a lot of people were making YouTube videos. There's like probably like 15 of us. So
but what I'm saying is that they might have seen that. And I remember at the time, like, playing Modern Warfare 2 and hearing about OnlyUseMeBlade. I wasn't a YouTuber at the time. And I remember that was the story on the street, was that Infinity Ward had seen it and were like, yeah, we'll help this guy out.
I don't believe that. I do remember when Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I was on my shooting account, and I was like, I'm going to learn the game and then go over. Then I saw this dude like commando lunge with lag from so far away. And I was like, okay, I'm switching over. Let's do this.
If you guys don't know, Blade is actually referenced in the Black Ops 2 trailer.
Yeah. I never get any respect for that. Or, like, I never get any... I feel like Vonderhaar never, doesn't show the old school guys. Like, unless you're on a pro team, Vonderhaar doesn't show you any love.
Vonderhaar's a complete jackass and fool, and here's why. He literally tweeted 2 days ago that he's supposed to make the game fun while you're losing. And I made several videos on this topic, soon to be uploaded. I've been working all night on them. Like, how is Call of Duty supposed to be fun when you lose? Besides a game that's like 197 to 200, or a really close game, I played Call of Duty to shit on little kids and vent my anger onto them. Like, This is why I play Call of Duty, and they're supposed to feel like the little shitbags that they are. But how is now Call of Duty's fun to lose? What has Call of Duty fucking came to?
It's retarded, dude.
Unbelievable. It's fun to lose now? Are you kidding me, David Vonnegar? Oh, it's you get your specialist package. Oh, you get your gravity spikes twice a match. Oh, time to ruin shit. Fuck you, Vonnegar. You are clueless, man.
I'll tell you why, though, because they want to reach the widest audience. Most gamers are shit at stuff. They're just shit. Like, they're not very good.
But it's fun to lose?
No, they want to make it... Here's the problem, right? It's about economics. It's not fun to lose, but...
I'll be right back, guys.
They want the most players, and they want to keep them playing to buy supply drops. And if they're shit, and the game's too hardcore, they'll leave and not spend money. It's about money.
It's not working. Modern Warfare 3 sold 26 million copies. Black Ops 3, probably half of that. I don't have the exact numbers. More than half of that. They don't show the numbers on Black Ops 3.
They don't even show the fucking online people.
They show the numbers on Black Ops 1. Obviously, Black Ops 3 is complete and utter bullshit because they're afraid to show the numbers. They're making it fun to lose. What has Call of Duty came to? Because I remember in Modern Warfare 2, Robert Bowling, the stealth clown 402, he would say, "Oh, fuck you, Battlefield, you're pieces of shit. This is a kick-ass game, this and that." And now it's fun to fucking lose. What is Call of Duty coming to when it's...
Would World War I have been fun if we lost?
No! We would have been fucking Nazis!
Well, not World War I, but yeah.
Well, Nazis
no, World
weren't
War II was Nazis.
And Germans in World War I, Nazis were building. They were in the, they were level 1 Nazis.
No, Hitler fought in World War I. They weren't Nazis yet.
Hitler had some fucking plans of the Nazi.
He's scheming. He was there scheming.
He was going.
I've caught up with Game of Thrones. Do you want to talk Game of Thrones?
Hitler was a faggot. Game of Thrones.
Oh, they showed titties. Hell yeah. 2 episodes ago.
But we can't talk that much, Some people say, "I want to wait and binge watch it." Fuck yeah.
Well, if you don't want us to talk about it, close your ears. I'm giving you a spoiler warning in 3, 2.
I'll do this when it's over.
Yeah. 1. Spoilers. Right. Okay. So, hold the door. Hold the door.
That's true. What if, I just restarted watching Game of Thrones, episode 1 and
you
episode...
just started you started over.
Rewatching it, yeah.
Right,
episode 1 and episode 2. Now, Brand is, he's time traveling with this hold the door transport, going into Hodor. What if they just... This would be insane. What if they go back to episode 1? Brand doesn't get crippled. And then it's just, Ned Stark is alive? And it just...
They've already said you can't change time. They've already said, you can't, time will right itself if you change it. He can interfere with the world like he did with Hodor and stuff. You can have influence, but later down the line it will, correct itself. So, basically, that thing with Hodor always happened that way. So he didn't change it by going back there. That was just the way it happened, right? So you can't stop Ned. You can't stop Ned from dying.
So Hodor was gonna be a fucking retard, anyways.
Hodor was in that paradox from every time that's ever happened.
Written, yeah.
Yeah. So when the three-eyed raven says, "You stay too long in the ocean, you'll never get back." When they go and see the Tower of Joy. What he's saying when he says in the ocean, he's meaning that time isn't linear. So it's not like a line and you're going back to this point. It's not like that. It's like you can experience any moment overlapping each other like water. So basically you can see the past, but you can't fuck with it basically. Every time that's happened, it's meant to have happened that way. So it's kind of this weird thing where you can influence the past, but you can't. You can only do it if that's the way it happened. If you see it's weird. It's weird. It's the way it works. But yeah, that's it. He can shout after his dad, and his dad can think he heard something, but he can't be like, "Don't trust the fucking Lannister." He can't do that. It's like, "Don't trust Cersei." They're fucking. Them two are fucking. They're brother and sister. The Wincest. He can't do that.
He was like, "Dad," who turned around. I didn't like that Ned either.
He was a bit too young, wasn't he?
I didn't like the way he looked. Like, he just didn't look like Ned Stark. Like, they could have got somebody else. That must have been somebody's nephew that worked there.
I think they probably wanted to get Sean Bean to come back to play him, but Sean Bean was busy doing something else. Like, they could have done that, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Probably just busy, so they got someone who they didn't have to pay that much. Basically. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Me? No.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Fuck.
No, not at all. I don't watch anything that couldn't be in current time, except for like gangster stuff like Boardwalk Empire. But besides that, you're literally limiting yourself on what the story could be because, like, think about this, okay? My roommate watches Game of Thrones, and there's this thing where they travel like 30 miles to go tell someone something, and then the person's like, "You go tell that person this." And it's like, if you guys had phones, this wouldn't be an issue. So,
all right, okay.
It's in the rape.
Dude, that's the whole zombie. What's the zombie game? Dead Island. Dead Island 2 was a complete game of trash. The first three
Fetch quests, they're
the
called.
the first three major episodes were what Blade was talking about. Go to this guy. Wait, this guy says go back to the first guy.
yeah.
There's no they don't say anything important. The story doesn't progress. It's just fucking trash.
How can you?
I couldn't even get into what is that? The Lord of the Rings movies. I couldn't even get into it.
Yeah, I didn't watch those.
Some people just aren't into fantasy. Do you watch sci-fi at all? Are you into anything science fiction?
No.
No, just like current time stuff.
Most of it is like for faggots, but like Game of Thrones is fucking great. Not gonna lie.
Tits and dragons, man. I don't know how you can't appreciate it. You know, it's.
But time out though, like we have the internet. You can get tits. You can have a girl with
not porn though.
whatever.
It's HBO. No, I'm joking.
But not with a storyline. You can't get with a storyline. You get
I
the
want porn, damn it.
storylines on fucking Pornhub is fucking bullshit.
Oh, I seem to have broken my TV. Well, I'll just fix it by fucking you. Yeah,
Man, there's lots of plumbing issues in the porn industry.
yeah. Where do they live? I don't want to live there. Terrible
The
plumber.
pizza delivery guy.
Apparently, you have to have sex with the fucking plumbers as well. It's not where I want to live.
The UPS guy.
Yeah, the pizza guy.
The big sausage pizza guy.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't watch Game of Thrones.
So no, Jive. Quick question, bro. Are those designer holes in your shirt, or is that an old shirt?
They're not holes at all.
What are
Print.
Oh, okay.
Prints.
Okay.
Like a spray pattern.
What you think? I'm light skinned under here? Like,
No, like you had like you had an undershirt or something.
oh yeah, true.
Did you guys ever wear basketball shorts like under your pants? Or
No.
like two basketball shorts under other basketball shorts? You never did that?
For a while there, I was using basketball shorts as underwear.
Hell yeah, I know what you
The fuck?
Yeah. Okay, think of it like this: if you put a flower in a tiny vase, it can only be as big as that vase. Right? You gotta give some room to grow. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I think that's why my feet are so small. I always had like a size 8 shoe, size 7 shoe, and I knew I was bigger. I knew I was destined for bigger.
You knew you were capable of
But
more.
no, I don't think that. Okay, I don't think that applies because I don't think like so I have a size 13. If I were to start wearing a size 14 shoe for a while, my feet aren't going to get bigger. I'm like, oh, we got room to breathe.
No,
Like,
when I was developing. I had a size 8 shoe. That's what I had available.
How big are your feet? What size do you wear now, white boy? We're the same height, so what size shoe do you wear?
You know, I'm embarrassed to say this, but it's between like a 7.5 and a 10.
Okay,
Like,
no.
I literally
What?
I literally have pairs from 7.5 to 10.
I
Male
don't
or
know how
female?
you balance standing up then with feet that small.
It's
That's
no, I gravitate. You know, I have like 10, 20 pairs of shoes. I gravitate to about 3-4 pairs of shoes. They seem to be at 8.5.
American 10 is a UK 9, and I have size 10 feet, so I have a size 11 feet in America.
Can we like set a date in America to completely change our shit to like the metric system?
No,
Because
We
it makes more sense.
Come on, it makes more sense. Celsius makes more sense than Fahrenheit. You fucking know it.
No,
When someone
30
says,
degrees?
"An American cooking show. Set the oven to 450 degrees. I'm like, what? Are you trying to make diamonds? I don't understand this. This is madness. Like, come on.
I was talking more about like meters and and stuff like that. Like
No,
meters are.
A yard is superior to a meter. Like football is 100 yards. Like it's obviously better.
We make our own fucking rules.
And football, not soccer. I got to take a piss.
No, I mean, Americans, we're kind of assholes because we're like the drunk dude at the party. We just kind of like say, like, this is how it is. Like, think about soccer, okay? We call football soccer, right?
Yeah.
And I can imagine them being like, no, this is football. And they're like, no, it's not. You're gonna call yourself soccer now. I'm like, what? You're telling us to change our own shit?
We made our own football.
Yeah.
Which you don't kick, pretty much, apart from like once or twice a game.
Goals, punts.
It's more like rugby. Let's be honest.
Dogs too.
It's
So.
way more like rugby than football. But soccer's, you know, I'm going to be that boring guy that says facts, but like soccer is actually the right name for football because soccer is association rules football, and that's why it's called soccer. So, but yeah, fuck that. Not real football, whatever.
I mean, I'm totally for just blindly saying what we're doing is right when it's not, because that's kind of the American way. But it'd be cool to switch over to the metric system.
Shots are a lot easier to measure out in milliliters as well. Like, how do you do shots in America? What are the measures of it?
I don't do shots. I pour until it looks
ounces. That's how you measure liquid, isn't it? Like fluid ounces and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it has milliliters on it as well.
See,
All right.
Can I give a drinking tip? Can I give a drinking tip to people? Don't take shots. Get it, because when people take shots with a mixer, you're limiting to yourself what the bartender will give you, because they can only give you that much. But if you get a mixed drink, you can get a lot more.
Now, Blade, I also heard
Top
you
tips.
say... I watch Blade stream a lot. He's on twitch.tv/OnlyUseMeBlade and stream.me. Blade is one of the probably 5 streamers I watch consistently. And I'm sorry, Blade, I don't know if I watch you for the train wreck, like you getting drunk and the hype.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. And I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you because you make live stream fails. I've never made live stream. I want to make it one time. And I just...
No, you don't.
I want to make it...
No, you don't. Because here's the thing. I will do this right now on my browser, okay? I'm going to type in OnlyUseMeBlade. Dude, this is fucking... I was at the bank, right? And there was a thing where I had to prove what my income is. I was like, oh, I'm a YouTuber and I'm a streamer. He's like, what's your name? And he Googles me. And when you Google me, it's not even in the list of stuff search results. It's the automatic. Oh, is this what you want to look for?
It's the first option.
Oh
Wow.
It's bad.
At the
Okay,
bank.
so obviously, I'll talk about this. There was a live stream where I dropped the N-bomb a bunch of times. Okay, so of course people took videos of it, and okay, so OnlyUseMeBlade. There's OnlyUseMeBlade. OnlyUseMeBlade fingers himself on stream.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. OnlyUseMeBlade racist. OnlyUseMeBlade drunk. And then near the bottom, it's OnlyUseMeBlade Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 3. And I even messaged Fwiz. I was like, Fwiz, is there any way we can get this off? Because it's in the search. I've never searched that myself, but apparently there's enough searches out there that made that happen. I've never figured myself on stream. I did drop the N-bomb a bunch of times. Like I hit my knee on the bed and just yelled out the N-word a bunch of times. It happened. I don't think I'm racist. I know, Jive, you spoke on this show when I wasn't here. I'm not mad about it.
Racist.
So yeah. So to get onto live stream fails, it's why would you want to be on that?
I
think
I was on live stream fails, but Wings was doing push-ups and he did. It wasn't a fail, all right? Wings at 400 and whatever pounds, he did 2.5 push-ups. That's an incredible. That should be on the front page of Reddit first and foremost.
But that's not what got him on the fails thing. It's because he
got up on the...
Yeah, he slipped and hit his guitar. That's what got him on there. But here's the thing. I think White Boy thinks like Keem does. Any publicity is good publicity. Like, I've seen White Boy stream and like lose serious money on blackjack, like drunk out of his mind. And I'm like, how can... I'm not into gambling. I don't drink anymore. But I'm like, how can people not want to watch this? And that's why. It's because people want to see it, right? Because you're performing catharsis for them. Like everyone, let's be real. everyone who's had a life has got drunk and fucked up and done something they shouldn't have. Trust me, I know about
Who's
this.
have a life?
Yeah, anyone who's had a life and had friends and got laid has gone out, got fucked up too much, said some shit, done some shit, got in some fights, punched people, lost shit, fucked their lives up. Everyone's done that. So when people watch it on the internet, they remember waking up the next day with like the kind of hangover where you can't even open your eyes, and you're just like,
okay, now,
and they remember that, and they're like, oh, that's like me, but it's not me. Thank God. Right?
So
people want to watch it.
So the last couple of trips I've taken with Keem, like to like UMG events, MLG events,
They fuck you up, by the way. That's all.
okay. So I wake up and then I check Twitter, and then there's like pictures of me passed on Twitter, them doing stupid shit. And so this trip that I went on, I was like, hey, dead serious, man, put your fucking phone away when we're drinking. Because that's fun story time for us. That's not fun story time for your entire fucking Twitter audience. So we're gonna have issues if you post anything online of me while I'm intoxicated. Like,
How did they shoot out of a couple people when they poured the fries on you?
yeah, oh, I was furious,
Couple
dude.
of them, dude, I would have fucked them up. Like,
Yeah. So I had that discussion with him because I was like, dude, that wasn't cool. I wanted to fucking fight with you guys when you did the fry thing, right? And so so this trip that we just went on this last weekend, they didn't do anything. But it sucks though because there was an awesome moment that they could have caught. That was a pretty sad moment. So when I drink, I smoke, right? And so apparently I was outside of the hotel, and there was this huge fucking wasp behind me. And this dude named Uber Danger was out there, and he was like, holy shit, dude, there's a fucking huge wasp behind you. And he's like scared to death. He's like trying to run away. And I take my cigarette, turn around, and just fry him midair.
And yet they could have got that on camera.
They could have got that on camera, yeah.
That's the sad thing, though, because it's like,
see that?
I know
like
those stories where you get fucked up, and like I miss, I still miss them, and but having my like just thinking about having like some of the shit that I've done, like having that be on the internet, that makes me deeply uncomfortable. So I totally get where you're coming from. It's like, nah, that's like my idiocy is the thing I choose to share with you, not with everybody else. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, and the thing with the drunk streams was it was always a situation where we could do the drunk stream and it would be fun, and then in the morning I'd delete the video on demand. So it was just there for the people that stayed up and watched it. But then obviously when it got to a point where people were literally recording hours upon hours of drunk stream, hoping I'd fuck up, and then they'd upload it, and then I can't get that off the internet. That part's weak. So
I caught one of your drunk streams, one of your live stream fails live when I was on vacation, actually. I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I caught one of them live. It was great. That being said,
I don't really, here's the thing though, like it lost its appeal, and it lost its fun. So I've kind of like fewer and far between now. So.
It seems
one
to
thing,
me,
let me jump in here, Eddie, really quick while we're talking about junk streams. Recently, like 2 weeks ago, I've been watching JR. He's just like, you need to talk to him because he's like, I've been to Venezuela and I've been to this and that. I've been.
I've had to talk with JR. JR is not going to be in my streams anymore.
Who's JR? Your homie?
JR is my good friend and roommate, but I've already talked to him about it, and he's not going to be on any streams, drunk or sober. So
I do like him in the show sometimes, but there's been a point like it's been a week period recently where he just like he keeps on going on about he's been to Japan and he's been to Australia, and the time, like every sentence it starts with, oh, I've been over here and I've been over here.
Why you hating?
It ruined a little bit of the hype for me.
It did ruin the hype. And then one time a person donated for me to take a shot, and he like scuffed at it and was just like, that's it. And I'm just like, that's when I took him outside. I was like, dude, you're kind of fucking with my business here. Like, stop.
Yeah. That's a tough line, I should imagine, with a friend as well. Like, that's hard to... I see, what I was going to say was, like, with the drunk streams and all that kind of stuff, like, what you're doing, what we all do, is you're like, trading off your charisma. You're trading off your ability to be an entertaining person. Like, one thing... I've never had a long enough direct conversation with you to be like, you ever thought about doing stand-up? Because that's a way that I think it's the same energy, right? It's the same performance type thing, but it's in a different environment that doesn't have certain expectations of you. And I think that you could do it. I think if you learn like the craft of like telling jokes and writing jokes and shit, like that appeal that people like about you, you could do. Like, I actually think you could do that. Like, from watching your streams and like talking to you a little bit, I'm like, no, you could do that. You've got enough. It's all about charisma. It's all about whether you can hold someone's attention and you can do that. So and maybe think about transposing it. I don't know.
Just a lot of stand-up is like telling stories. Like I said earlier in the show, I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan, his podcast. He's one of the biggest comics in the world. And he talks about there's a big Seattle scene. Obviously, Seattle's not too far from L.A., and L.A. is the biggest place to do comedy. I mean, it's a few hours, but yeah, Seattle definitely has...
L.A. is not a few hours by plane.
A few hours.
It's like opposite ends of the coast, right?
Yeah. It took me 19 hours to drive from Seattle to L.A., dude. So it's not a few hours.
19 hours?
Yeah.
I took the plane ride...
Dang.
It's a couple hours by plane.
I was in first class.
But don't act like I'm in Seattle. Be like, oh, what up, dude? You're in LA? Like, it's not close, dude.
What the fuck did you drive to take 19 hours to get there?
All right, so it was UMG Ontario, Ontario in California, and there was two people up here that were going to go down to UMG, and and we kind of planned it late, and the tickets were super expensive. So I did the math. I was like, if we just chip on gas, I could finally take the caddy on a road trip and go down there. Well, both people bailed, and we were already planned everything out. So I had to drive from Seattle to LA.
Was that 19 hours? That's not straight, is it?
Yeah.
It's that far? I got a Google Map.
Yeah.
It's the length of the United States, dude. Pretty much.
Yeah, LA is pretty...
Isn't Portland further away than Seattle from LA? Is Portland like the furthest northeast city or something?
No, it goes Washington, and then it goes Oregon, and then and Oregon, Portland's pretty far north. Like after Portland, then you go into Washington.
Okay.
Dude, the United States are fucking big, man. Just like if you want to drive from Illinois all the way to Upper Wisconsin, it's like 7
Bro,
hours.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it ever again, dude. I drove from Washington to Buffalo, and you know when you're doing a mission in like your favorite video game, right? And there's a mission that you absolutely fucking hate. You kind of tell yourself, you're like, man, I only have to do this one time. I'm never have to do it again. Let's get through this. That's how I felt driving. And I actually drove back from Buffalo to Seattle, and that trip sucked.
Oh my god!
So you went there and back?
Well, I moved there. I was out there for 2 years, and then I finally got everything together so I could move back. I hated it in Buffalo, dude. I hated it.
Yeah,
Buffalo fucking sucks. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, fuck Buffalo.
Is it just cold there?
It's cold.
Dude, it's cold. Quality of life sucks. Smells like Cheerios.
Keemstar like the biggest thing in Buffalo. Like seriously, like
what frustrates me is that Keem, every single time I talk to him, will try to convince me to move back to Buffalo, and I'm like, you're talking to a fucking brick wall here, dude. I'm not moving back to Buffalo. Stop it. Like it's annoying. And I'm like, why don't you move to fucking why don't you move to Seattle, or why don't you move to like California, or fucking move to Florida, like move somewhere that people actually want to live. And he's like, he's got a daughter, Mia, and he's like, well, she's in like the best school system. I'm like, I guarantee you the best school system is not in Buffalo, dude.
Yeah, it'll be better ones in Sanford. Yeah, definitely.
So,
what's up with the what? I want y'all to start the Bad Kid Cast again.
Oh, I want to do the Bad Kid Cast too, but he doesn't want to do it unless it's in person. But I'm like, you're talking to other YouTubers that aren't interesting, and you want to do it over Skype, but you don't want to do it with me over Skype. That makes no sense. I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, he did it with Eddie, the probably uninteresting person I've ever met.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah.
Eddie's a
nice.
No, but they did do the podcast with Eddie, and
Frito,
the Triggered Cast. Yeah.
The only reason why the podcast with Keem and I worked is because we're homies, but we're so different. And so you have to have some sort of conflict. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say drama, but you have to have
tension.
I don't want to say, tension, but you have to be able to conflict with each other.
Yeah. Argue.
It seemed like a lot of the Bad Kid cast was real life stories and like what you did that week, and that consumed a lot of the episode. So I do agree, but still, like, you would be a great co-host to Keem. And
I want to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love doing podcasts, but I don't feel like I could be the head of the podcast. I feel like I'd be more like an Artie Lang or a contributor. You know what I mean? Like a 2-person or a 3-person podcast would be perfect for me. But I just have to find people that I mesh well with. Because think about it, dude, I get people all the time. They're like, please go on Painkiller Already, or please go on
TPS.
this show. Yeah. I mean, really, I'm not talking bad about but does PKA still happen?
Yeah. Actually,
I'm saying that. I'm saying with the
we end up on their subreddit quite a lot.
Against them, I don't like. I'm saying it because I honestly don't know. Like,
PKA
4 hours as a guest. I can make a cameo, like a 2
4 hours is a long time, man. It's a long time just to sit there. And,
you know what you're doing if you literally are. And this fuck with me when I used to do podcasts with Keem. Like, Keem wanted to do like 3 a week, and I was like, dude, I'm an interesting person. I can spitball with you, but at some point, I'm not saying you run out of stuff to say, but your words become less valuable when you have to use that much ammunition.
3 a week?
You wanted to do 3 a week.
What the?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I kind of struggle with 2 a week because I do 2 in a row.
Yeah, but it's 2 different shows. Like,
it's 2 different. It's 2 different shows, and I'm kind of like a different character on either one because, like, people think. Yeah. But yeah, scumbag. Like, people think people think being on a podcast is just, you just turn up and talk. Nah, man, that's not what it's like. You've got to be interesting. You've got to try at least to be somewhat interesting. Because if you're not, people are just like, fuck this guy. You know, you got to have a laugh.
And have reasons to listen.
Yeah, like, because otherwise they'll just talk to their mates for 3 hours a week, which they do anyway.
Right.
There's a few things I want to talk about, PK. One, I see Kyle has finally, like, I checked his channel recently, and it's like 12 months ago upload, 15 months ago upload. But recently I refreshed, and it's like there's 2 videos within the last month. So that's nice to see FPS Russia back in the game.
Is that gun videos or?
Yeah, gun videos. I'm.
Bless you.
I don't know if I could say anything about. I know some behind the scenes stuff. I don't want to say anything, but also I see Woody is uploading like daily vlogs, and he has. I'm pretty sure Woody. I've been actually watching some of his vlogs. He got this. He got one of these, I think, and I bought one of them. They're so nice. A 4K little camcorder. I needed.
Well, vlogs are kind of it, man. Like,
yeah,
like vlogs are where it's all at.
My vlogs are
well, to be honest, Woody, Woody has some quality. He has his
he has his drone. I'm sure the quality is great.
He has his drone, and he's like paragliding. I see all these fucking people over my house. They're doing what Woody does, or he's learning to do. It's not paragliding. It's like you have the motor in the back, and there's a parachute. I don't know what it's called.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm talking about personality and the person.
I feel Woody's a way better person than you guys.
In the sky, and
every time people bring up Woody, man, there's like it's not like you can have a go at the man for being unsuccessful or it's always like I feel a bit sorry for him because he does try to do good shit, like he does, but. It just feels like there's some part of the community that will always see him as lame, and there's some parts of the community that are like fiercely loyal to him.
Woody's
and he just catches shit all the time.
I'm saying, what kind of creativity does he bring? Like, that's what I mean. I know, like, some people just do a vlog like this. Hey, I'm Woody. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And does he do creativity? Does he do some nice editing?
From what I can tell, he puts, like Eddie does in his videos. Eddie put it like, I don't know why Eddie does this, but I don't know. I'm talking to Eddie in the third person.
Sorry.
It's like half a second of like, lol, just died, and then it's just like gone. Is that to like have people come back and like read it? Are you tricking the algorithm over there, Eddie? What are you doing?
No, it's kind of like, it's like visual jokes. So like it's either about the gameplay that they're watching or it's about something that I'm saying. And I quite sometimes I'll use memes, sometimes I'll animate, like I animated like pictures of people and animated their mouths and stuff. It's basically to make it so that it's not just gameplay commentary. It's like something that's interesting. And why it's so quick is I want people to be like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, and I want people to be like, to learn to like read like really quickly and pay it. Mainly it's to make people pay attention. It's to make people be like, okay, I'm watching this video, I have to pay attention, or watch it many times over, which is kind of, that's why I do it.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you what holds my attention in a vlog. Creativity. I'm not talking about, oh, that motherfucker's flying. That's not creativity. He's just doing something. He's just doing an activity. Like, you know, I could fucking do a vlog in the house and make it creative. Like I could do cut scenes and shit like that, walk through and stuff like that. That's creativity. I'm not talking about, oh, he's walking. Now he's on a rollerblade. Like, you know, he's just doing stuff.
To be fair, Woody's a 40, who knows what old man, and
I didn't see any of Woody's vlogs. That's why I was saying, like, what does he do?
It's boring. It's fucking flat out boring. But then sometimes it's like I've been watching these last week, and it's been gold. Like he puts the drone in the background, and he's flying.
He's fucking crazy to do that flying shit. Dude, what does he jump off of?
You kind of run. It seems like you run on a hill, and you eventually get so much speed, and then you
paragliding.
Basically, but they also have a motor with them.
There's a motor. It's called something else.
You see that shit with the bat suits that people do?
That nigga crazy.
Oh, mate, that shit's crazy. You seen it when they like go through like tiny mountains? I'm like, you fucked that up. You're dead. You're hitting that at like 100 miles an hour. You're just fucking dead. That's crazy.
Okay, I saw this. I like this show on HBO. It's like HBO Sports with Brian Gumbel, right? And I like because they have this like, little segment. So a story would be like a 10-minute story about whatever. And they had a thing about the paragliding, which was nuts. But then they also had this thing about people that go to baseball games and get hit in the face with baseballs, like foul balls, and they're suing Major League Baseball.
I gotta look this shit up.
Really?
Yeah. So people are like in the stands, and a foul ball happens, it hits them in the face, and they have to go to the hospital. And so they're suing the shit out of fucking Major League Baseball because of it.
That's just
somebody got hit in the face. What you were saying?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Dumb about what though? Which
like that they can.
I know both ways. So are you saying it's really dumb that they're suing baseball because they get in the face?
Yeah, because you're at a baseball game, you know the risk, and yet you're like, and it's not a massive risk. But it's like you're at the game. If someone hits a home run into the stands or a fly ball or something like that, like that shit's possible. All right, if it's right, I understand. Like, okay, for crowd safety, they should have to put nets behind like the catcher, like because if it clips off the bat and it goes backwards like really fast, it's like it's not taking that much of like the speed off like
they're more talking about. They're not talking about the people behind them, and they're not talking about the people that get home runs. They're talking about the foul lines. Because the foul lines is like, it's like if someone hits a home run, the entire stadium stands up like, oh, you know,
they're watching it. Yeah,
they're watching it. But like a foul ball is like almost instantaneous, and people are expecting it.
Yeah, well, maybe put nets up the foul line then. All right, whatever. Maybe they have to do that, but. You're going to a baseball game. It's a game about hitting a ball. It's a game about throwing a ball as hard as you can, as fast as you can, and a guy trying to hit it. Like that's like if hockey didn't have the glass, you know, like people would get injured and people would. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Like you're sending people with blades on their feet, crashing over the barriers into the fans. That's not a great idea. But would you sue Shaq say if like you're front side at a Lakers game and Shaq does what Shaq does and like jumps into the crowd, and you're on a chair and you get crushed and it like breaks.
Absolutely, Shaq's been retired for like 5 years. What the fuck's
Yeah, all right, but in his prime, right? So like, Kobe years, like. Are you going to sue Shaq because he jumped into your seat and it hurt? I don't see that happening.
They give you a disclaimer. Them basketball people, they give you a disclaimer like, yo,
Yeah.
you know, these seats are right there. If you get fucked up, dog, you know, we can't do nothing about that.
Can we do a part of this podcast where we talk about American sports, but one that I actually follow? Can we talk about what's happening in the basketball quickly?
Sure.
Can we talk about that? Who do you want out of the West? Who do you want to win?
OKC, baby.
OKC, baby.
I have to say OKC because Westbrook is like one of the most explosive basketball players I've seen in like forever.
He a beast.
And
beast.
Durant's savage, and So it's first off, I'm not trying to like cause any wars here, but like the Western Conference is so much strong. Basically, whoever wins the Western Conference is winning the whole thing. Okay.
I don't think it's automatic. Actually,
Yeah,
I think that's true of
this
every
year.
team in the East except Cleveland. I think if any other team in the East makes it, they get smashed. But
That's true because Cleveland's nasty right now.
Cleveland is really nasty right now. And they took they took 2 games last year without Love or Kyrie. So if it on one hand I want the rematch, right? I want the rematch. I want LeBron to even though LeBron is like the Woody's gamer tag of basketball, where everyone likes to hate on him for no reason, give him shit. Like I'd like to see him win with Cleveland, but I want to see OKC make it to. I want to see OKC.
Woody probably watching this shit like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm fucking LeBron, motherfucker.
LeBron, nigga. Fuck that.
But like,
I will say this though, like they need to change up the MVP status. Okay,
most valuable or best player. Like
they need to go with one or the other, or possibly even both, because realistically, the MVP this year is LeBron, okay? Because without LeBron, Cleveland doesn't make the playoffs, okay? What's his name? Curry, who's like a fucking unicorn when it comes to basketball. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he was out of that series for a little bit, and they were still able to win games without him.
But this regular season, I don't even really like Curry, but this regular season, he was just playing so fucking good. Like,
it was outrageous how good he was.
Everything was on 99, man.
Yeah, exactly. When I watch him, I feel like I'm watching a dude, like someone hacked the 2K account and just 100 on all the attribute stats.
He was balling.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Like he like the Peyton Manning of fucking regular season.
Dude, it was stupid.
The thing about the Warriors is, I think Chuck's kind of right about them though. Like, if you're a good enough team and you have good scorers and you can score enough against them, if you can rebound again better than them, you can beat them.
Yeah, well, we're seeing that with OKC.
Yeah.
And Kevin Love can rebound, and they got this dude named Tristan Thompson who will get them fucking frustrated. Like, you see how that dude with the mustache is getting Draymond Green.
See, the reason why everyone has kind of jumped on this band, I call it a bandwagon, Golden State bandwagon, because people weren't talking about Golden State 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
I think the reason why is because they are fun to watch.
Yeah,
they are fun to watch. And I know this sounds really weird. I'm into basketball, don't get me wrong, but I don't understand this concept of you rooting for a team where you live 3,000 miles away from them, unless you once lived there. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, I personally feel I don't have a basketball team because my fucking Sonics got stolen from us. So I don't really have a connection to any team. I see people all the time.
You could have a connection to Durant, though, because he wasn't he? Like,
he was
rookie.
The Thunder. Okay, the Thunder are the Sonics. Okay,
Yeah.
It literally is the team, like our team or whatever. But I'm not going to identify with that team because with the NBA team you lose players and the turnover. I think at one point like the Dallas Mavs, I remember reading a stat, the Dallas Mavs literally from like a 2008 season to like a 2010 season didn't have any of the same players from that team.
Yeah.
Like, even though technically speaking, the Oklahoma City Thunder are the Sonics, I'm not going to go follow them. It's kind of like when Cleveland lost their football team, they didn't become like Baltimore Raven fans all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Fuck around and hate.
Wait, hold on. Why did they go to Seattle, one of the biggest cities?
You're going to start me with this?
Why did they go to Seattle to Oklahoma? What the fuck is Oklahoma City? A tornado fucking fuck?
Here's the thing though. Your arena was shit.
Key Arena was garbage.
It was a shithole, and it wasn't the kind of shithole like Boston's was a shithole, but they still packed it.
Well,
people weren't going against.
I'll quickly explain why we didn't get a new arena. Well, there's a lot of going into it. So the fucking Mariners have this miracle season back in like '95. This miracle season, right? I bet you they'll do a 30 for 30 on that season. And then right after that, they said, hey, can we get a new arena? And we're like, sure, here you go. And then like 5 or 6 years down the road, the Seahawks go to the Super Bowl, lose versus the Steelers. And then after that, they go, hey, Seattle, can we get a thing? They're like, go play in your brother's thing. Go play in Safeco. Like, no, we need our own arena. They're like, fine. So they give them an arena. And then the Sonics, who had like 3 or 4 straight losing seasons, it's like, Key Arena sucks. We need a new arena. And they're like, you know what? We've already given your little brothers their own stuff. We're not going to give it to you. And the thing is that we felt that the Sonics was such a part of Seattle that there's no way they'd ever move. There's no way. Jive, bro. Imagine if the 76ers were like, we're moving to Charlotte or whatever. Like, Philly would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, right. Shut up.
Right.
Like, there's no way that would ever happen. But there's a lot that goes into it. There's a documentary on YouTube called Sonicscape that explains the whole thing. Pretty much, fuck Starbucks. I do not drink Starbucks. The owner of Starbucks bought.
You're white, though.
Huh?
You're white.
But he's not a girl. He's white, but he's not a girl.
No, but okay, I'll say it like this. Let me think of a good example. White boy. Let's say that Ben and Jerry's bought your YouTube channel, tried to run it, fucked up, and said, fuck it, we're closing it down. And you just lost your YouTube channel.
Depends how much they paid. It's all good.
Would you be like, okay, what if Ben and Jerry's stole your YouTube channel, uploaded a couple videos, said this isn't working, and then closed that shit down? Would you ever eat Ben and Jerry's again?
If they stole my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, you're going to
war, baby.
You just say he's from Wisconsin. You just say Ben and Jerry.
Oh yeah, Green Bay, yeah.
They buy the Packers and then move them.
They can't buy the Packers because in Wisconsin we
I love how defensive
are loyal.
Right there.
We're
We're
loyal.
just talking about hypotheticals.
No, it's impossible. No, this is impossible because the Packers are owned by the players. I don't own stock in the Packers. I know people from 7th
They're
Street.
owned by the supporters, yeah.
Yeah, so the Packers are untouchable. Many Super Bowls. Now,
how are you going to argue a hypothetical situation? We're literally offering you a ridiculous situation. You're telling us why it can't happen.
Because the Packers are untouchable. You got to talk about the Bucks.
Yeah,
talk about the Bucks.
How mad would you be? How mad would you be if the Packers moved? They became the New Jersey Packers.
It would be. Let's talk about the Bucks or something, because the Packers are untouchable. All right.
Fuck the Bucks. No one cares about the Bucks.
No, we got a new stadium, $1 billion stadium.
You got a good team as well, but seriously, fuck the Bucks.
Jason Kidd, I don't even know if he's still there. I don't pay attention.
No, you got signed.
Okay, but what? Okay, I'll fuck the analogies. Fuck the examples.
Don't talk about the Packers.
So basically, this is what happened. Okay. Wally Walker was the owner of the Sonics. He was getting old. He sells it to this guy named Howard Schultz, who is like the CEO of Starbucks. This dude saw the owner of the Dallas Mavericks about how he was like calling the team. So this dude was on the fucking sideline of the team yelling at the players and this and that, but didn't know anything about basketball. Howard Schultz didn't know what a backcourt violation was. Okay, and he owned an NBA team. Do you know what a backcourt violation is, white boy?
Are you fucking kidding me? When the ball goes Like, there's the half line, then it goes behind it if you're on the offense and you took it over the
Okay,
line.
thank you.
Go back.
I mean, I think it's a simple question, and the reason why I'm saying that is that the owner of a basketball team didn't know that. So
Come at me with respect, Blade! Okay? Put some respect on my basketball
knowledge.
knowledge.
Basketball, and literally, you're proving my point that that's such a common knowledge thing that even someone that's not super into basketball knows that, right?
It's also
if you owned an NBA team, shouldn't you be expected to know that?
I mean, technically,
True.
let's talk about this. Like, they're kind of a storied team. Like, people know about the Supersonics. People know about that team, right? It's
Our
like,
skyline is in the thing. We had the 10th best record in NBA history. The only reason why we didn't win the championship in like 95, 96 because we played against the fucking Bulls.
yeah, it's Jordan, basically. A lot of teams say that. But here's the thing. It's like Boston, like Red Sox, right? Like, imagine the Red Sox move, right?
Yeah.
Like, someone buys them out. Fenway's a piece of shit. It's old.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit. Can we have a new arena? No, we're gone, right? And they move to, I don't know, somewhere else. Somewhere irrelevant. Like, I don't know, San Antonio Red Sox or something. Like, that's funny how San Antonio still has a team, actually, for a small market, and Seattle doesn't have one. That's fucking crazy.
We are the richest per capita population, like the Seattle King County area of any fucking county in the U.S.
Do you think it's the people that live in Seattle now? Do you think it's because isn't quite a lot of it like IT money and shit? Is that they're just not into?
We have all kinds of money in Seattle.
Do you think?
Now the IT money and stuff like that, that's more like the Bellevue Redmond area. Like Redmond's where the Microsoft is, and that's across the water.
Right. Okay.
There's a market there. It's just that a lot of things just didn't go our way. And Howard Schultz, who's a piece of shit, he literally sold the team. He gave a press conference, said, okay, we're going to sell the team, but we want to keep the team in Seattle. So whoever we sell the team to, we want to make sure that they keep it here. And he sold it to this guy. Like, literally, when he says that, the Clay Bennett, who's the owner of the Oklahoma City Thunder now, literally was in the press conference. He's like, he did that face. Like you know when your fucking homie's lying kind of thing?
Yeah.
6 hours after they sold, they had moving trucks to Key Arena, and they moved the Storm into Seattle and the Sonics. It was fucked, dude. And the whole town was like, what are you talking about? There's no way you can move us.
That's fucked up.
The documentary is called Sonic's Gate. It tells the whole story.
Who do you see winning? If it's OKC Cleveland, who do you see winning? And how many games?
He said OKC, basically.
OKC, yeah.
Okay, in what, 6, 7?
6.
Okay, I think if it's OKC Cleveland wins in 7.
Yeah, I see Cleveland winning too.
Cleveland rocks, baby.
I see Cleveland winning, period, this year.
If they don't get injured.
Whoa, someone's here.
I think
I never heard that. I watch a lot of Blade streams. I never heard that voice before. Jive, do I fucking do it? Yes or no? I'll blow this fucking cat's brain
you
out.
got something in it? Yeah, shoot that fucking.
Hell yeah! Bam! He's a
It
beast.
flinched a little bit. It must have had what's that perk?
Toughness?
Yeah, it must have had toughness. It flinched a little bit.
Yeah, it flinched a tiny bit.
Dude,
or it's
these
got ballistic vest. Are you going to get ballistic vest for Cold Cat?
He has a built-in ballistic vest with his hair. There's a lot of hair. It's uncontrollable. He has eye gunk. It's pretty nasty. But these cats escaped. I opened the door. It's a nice day. I thought, okay, cats, you can listen to the birds chirp, whatever. Cold Cat, I don't know how he does it. He opens the door. He did it twice today. He opens the door, and he's having a blast outside. He's like, I go like, Cold Cat, I go outside down my porch, and he's there in the bushes. Cold Cat, he looks up, then he starts running away to the other bushes, and he's having a blast out there. All 3 cats escaped for a brief period today.
Do you think Cold Cat is able to sneak up on things because he has cold-blooded? He must be for being Cold Cat. He's picked cold-blooded.
This motherfucker, he's killed at least 10,000 mice. I know that. He's prestige at least 3 times, so his perks... his perks are special.
He's got lightweight, cold-blooded ninja.
No, he's a fat-ass cat, because he tries...
Scavenger it.
He sleeps with me every night almost, and he's just too big, he's too hot. It's a wool. I got a wool
You
blanket.
calling the cat hot? What the fuck?
It's a warm. What do you mean? It's a hot cat. It literally
So
lays.
the cat's sexy to you. Like, what the fuck are you?
He's cat sexual, feline sexual.
He said he's so hot. I'm like, what? He sleeps with me. He's so hot.
It lays next to me when I'm naked, Jive. Okay, and he's warm. What can I do? I close the door.
I don't think you should blame white boy for liking warm pussy. That's all I'm saying.
He scratches the door, he gets on in there, and he lays on every night. I kick him off. I literally throw him off the bed sometimes. He comes back within a few minutes. It's unbelievable. I'm all sweaty when I wake up. It's not a good time.
Oh my god.
They wake me up. That's why my sleep schedule is fucked up, because these stupid ass cats.
Yeah. It's the cat's fault. Yeah.
And a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
What size is that World War II jacket you got, or one, or whatever?
I might
order one of those because it looked like I could get some bitches with that jacket on.
I'm a very large medium. Wait, these are the pants. What about these pants? They
look fairly
fucking regular cargo. What the fuck?
They're cargo.
They kind of look like I've just started my own militia, kind of.
They're from the fucking Gap.
I think they were. So.
They're from the Gap.
Like, look at the inside of this. It's like plaid and shit. This is
Dude, no one in World War I had inlay. What the fuck is this?
Right? That's fucking great. Like, you got to
They'd have killed people for inlay in World War I. What the fuck?
This is a pretty dope. Honestly, this jacket's pretty nice.
Blade, look at this motherfucking pants.
These aren't pants.
The World War I pants. They're fucking cargo pants from the Gap. Show.
Oh, the Gap cargo pants.
I had a pair of those.
No, look at the tags. This is World War I type tags.
Okay. Yeah, right. Those are fucking from the Gap, man. Old Navy.
What do you want me to get? What is World War I?
That's not Old Navy. That's Old Army.
What the fuck?
I did buy an Army or a Navy jacket, like a surplus jacket. It's the best jacket I've ever bought. It's leather on the outside. On the inside, it's some kind of fur. Fantastic. I love it. Great jacket. And what else? It has like the padding right here, and then you can puff up the padding, and it like goes around your neck. It's great, man.
So one of my, I found out that a place I've been going to since I was in middle school, a place called Casa D's. It's a burrito spot. Today's their last day. They lost their lease.
Oh, man. That sucks.
So
I got somewhere else, or are they just closing?
They lost their lease because the city that they're in is just developing like crazy. So all these old businesses they're just not renewing their leases, which sucks. But I got to go pick up my mom from the hospital and then take her home, make sure she's good, and then I'm heading out on the way back. So.
Hope she's okay.
Yeah, she this calcium deposit in her knee. It was pretty gnarly. She had surgery on Tuesday, and she's been in there, so she's getting discharged today at 4.
Is that like an arthritic thing? Is that what arthritis is? It's like calcium, isn't it, or some shit?
I think so. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I just know she's in a fucking shitload of pain, and she's not good with crutches and shit. So I got like an open door policy. Whenever friends want to come over, they can. That's why it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, who's fucking here? But this is my fucking homie right here.
Yeah, what's up?
I've seen him on the streams.
What up?
That's deep.
What's happening? What y'all doing?
Just podcast.
Shitty motherfucking chatting.
Chit-chat.
I feel it.
I'm gonna make it go through the speakers. Let me know if there's echo, guys.
Test. Echo.
You good?
That's all right.
It's all good.
Yeah, you
Damn,
got
that's
So, Blade.
What are you even drinking on?
We drank a fifth of whiskey.
Drink a fifth of whiskey?
Yeah.
Man,
And smoked some dro, so we're good.
It's what, 2:30 over there? 2:45? I love it. Starting it off early.
It's Memorial Day weekend, man. Practice is over. Go Hawks. I see the Eagles hat. Go Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Keep it an official.
Eagle will fuck a Seahawk up.
Okay.
You're tripping, Sam Bradford. Stay healthy, baby.
No. Carson.
Stay healthy, cuz.
Carson Wentz, baby.
No, stop it. You don't even got Darren Sproles in camp right now. Darren Sproles is about to come to us because he wants to be with some winners. What are you talking about?
All right, we'll give them to y'all. Give us
Do you live in Philly, though? Do you live in Philly?
yeah, you could give us a slice of pizza for that motherfucker. Fuck him. Slice of pizza for him.
Okay. All right. That's how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
I mean,
tell me what's good. You have a chance to win the East, though. You got a chance to win the East.
Oh, we will.
I mean, if Washington State don't stay healthy, then you're good.
The reason I think we're going to do good this year, not good like Super Bowl bound, I think we're going to do all right this year because if we do bad, somebody else get our first pick anyway. So they're going to try their asses off to fucking do good this year.
Well, not only that, the reason why you have a chance too is because Tony Romo gonna get hurt after his first hit.
Oh, yeah.
His collarbone's gone. Then you have the Redskins who have really no offense except Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon, but you have no quarterback to get the ball. Their offensive line is shoddy. They're terrible. And the Giants, well, the Giants are the Giants. So you know the
Giants. They're gonna be.
So you have a chance. But I mean,
the Giants are fucking great. What the fuck are you talking about?
The Giants got Eli Manning, the most overrated, luckiest,
two-time Super Bowl champion.
What would you rather be though? Would you rather be his brother and be amazing, or lucky and win more?
Amazing.
I would rather be
amazing because he has amazing. Amazing has 2 more Super Bowl MVPs and the same amount of Super Bowl wins. So I'm good with amazing. I'll be good with that.
Yo, Eli, both his Super Bowls are luck.
Luck.
No.
We're luck.
They had to beat the Packers, which was the most difficult task probably in the world to do.
Or beating the perfect Patriots. I don't know.
Well, first off, they couldn't beat the Packers because that's the same conference. So they had to beat the Packers to get to the Super Bowl, and they won.
That's what I'm talking about. They had to go through them.
David Tyree. That's how they won.
Dude, the Seahawks are trash though, man. They've been paying off the refs the last few years, and I'm pretty sure that last 45-second meltdown by the Packers a few years ago, it was totally the Packers paid, or the Seattle Seahawks paid the Packers. It's obvious because there's no way we break down in 45 seconds.
No, bruh. We went into Green Bay and won. The
catch with the refs. Come on.
Okay, Golden Tate's catch. You're talking about Golden Tate? Well, yeah, that doesn't matter. That's week 2, bro. We still got further in the playoffs, and we still smacked you guys plus 27. We had every single. I mean, what are you talking about? That was week 2.
I think your facts are off here. The Packers.
No, that was week 2.
How many fucking Super Bowls do you got, fucker? How many fucking Super Bowl championships do you have?
How many do they have?
We got one. We got one.
Okay. Let's not talk about.
How many I thought you didn't hate the Seahawks anyway. I thought you hated the Vikings.
I like the Seahawks.
I don't know this, right? I'm English, right? So I don't give a fuck because you're playing hand egg or whatever. I don't give a fuck about American football. But I have 2 friends from Wisconsin, one from wherever the fucking Vikings are from, and all
Minnesota.
I know is they all fucking hate each other. So I don't know about any of them.
I used to like. I like the Seahawks because there's a lot of hand-me-down Packer players that go to the Seahawks. There's a lot of things that happen.
Who? Matt Flynn got benched by Russell Wilson.
There's the coach a few years ago.
Is that a bulldog? Do you have a bulldog?
Wilson don't even get no pussy.
Yes, this is a bulldog. You see this beast?
I love the bulldog.
Why Russell Wilson don't get no pussy? And got
hey, you got to talk to him. I don't know. That's all facade and publication, man. That's not real.
That nigga got
keep it. Whatever you got to do to keep it 100. As long as you win on the inside the 50-yard line, the 53 and the 1, I'm good. I don't care.
Man, that nigga a faggot.
Who do Seattle hate? Who's their local rival? I have no idea.
The Niners.
Niners, yeah.
The Niners.
Fuck the Niners. I hate the Niners too.
They shitty.
It's either the Niners beat the Packers or the Seahawks beat the Packers. I just fucking hate the entire West Coast. I hope an earthquake, a tsunami, an earthquake, whatever.
Man, I can't stand the Packers. And I'll tell you another team that I can't stand more than anything is the Patriots. So you're good. So Philly, you're good. But I can't stand the Patriots or the
Doesn't everyone hate the Patriots?
Or the Niners. So we're good.
The Niners, I fucking hate them motherfuckers. They got fucking, 9 people retired in one fucking year from them?
Smart. I mean, smart, they suck.
And they said, man, I'm retired. Yo, you retired later? Yeah.
They got that check, though. They got that check. That check.
Cool. Fuck that.
If I was an
Alright.
athlete, I would
Who do
retire.
you
early.
have? Who do you have?
You look like Drake.
Who do you have in the West in the basketball? OKC. We were having this discussion.
Hey, first and
OKC,
foremost, let's not get into that because OKC should be right here residing in Seattle.
we talked about that too.
So let's not get into that right now. That's a sore subject still. But I'm a Spurs fan. Tim Duncan's is day one.
I like the Spurs too.
But the Thunder or the Sonics, you mean, is what they should they should win. They should win. But I hope they lose, and I hope they lose the rest of the goddamn for the rest of their franchise. I hope they never ever. I hope they fucking
if they make it to the championship
and fires like the goddamn McClendon who decided to drive off the street and kill himself because he lost money in the oil industry. I hope they all burn to hell. Fuck the Thunder.
So if it's you'd rather have Cleveland over the Thunder.
I'd rather have anybody over the Thunder, but the Spurs more than anybody.
I gotta say this: oil stocks have rebounded fantastically. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Das Medi. He's on 1 year on Twitch with his partnership. I got my 12-month subscription to him, and he told me USO it hit the bottom. He did a drunk stream and he was talking. I was
but that lurking. Trade market was serious though. That's why
I was lurking, and he was like USO, and boom, it was at $7, and it's at $12 now. It's 40%, 50%. Fantastic. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat just said that the Raptors are beating Cleveland. There's no fucking way.
Tonight they will. Because the NBA needs ratings. The NBA needs ratings, so they're gonna go to Game 7. So they'll take it to Game 7. The Raptors will get all the calls tonight.
Yeah, because Cleveland been running through the fucking.
Is it in Cleveland? Yeah. It's in Cleveland.
They'll go to Game 7 for sure. So will Western Conference. That's what I'm saying. They'll both go to Game 7. That's the NBA ratings. That's what sucks about the NBA. It's not football. That's what sucks though. It's not baseball. It's not a pitch.
Has it been
not
that way?
An interception that's going to get you there. It's the refs, and the refs are getting paid by the NBA to take it to Game 7. That's the only difference in the thing.
But has that happened the last few years? I'm not a big basketball guy. I have been watching these playoffs. Has it went to Game 7 in the finals?
No, last year it went to 6.
Okay.
Yep. And I remember the year before that we won, and then the year before that, what happened with Ray Allen? What he did to the Spurs in Game 6 when he motherfucker hit
that shot is so clutch, man.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Oh my gosh!
No one gives Bosch credit for that rebound.
Because the tip? Are you talking about the tip?
Yeah. No, he rebounds and throws it out to.
Before the blood clots.
Yeah, before that, yeah. He might be retiring soon, but no one talks about Chris Bosch in that team.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, as a Spurs fan, when you saw that Ray Allen had it and he stepped back, what did you think?
When he shot the ball, when he first got the ball, I said, fuck. Honestly, to be real with you, though, when I knew it was over is when Kawhi Leonard went to the free throw line and he missed both those free throws. He missed both those free throws to give us a 2-point lead. But before that, remember, Manu Ginobili went to the line and hit 1 of 2 and missed it so they could even tie the game up in the first place. To bring it to 1 point in the first place. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, man. I knew it was kind of like, fuck at that point.
You but Ray Allen's one of the
greatest 3-point shooters in the NBA ever. So yeah. I give it to him.
Even at, like, he's not Reggie. Like, he's not going to turn to you and be like in your fucking face. Like, he's not that kind of player, but he is. I mean, to me, he's the greatest. But I mean, like, Steph will probably pass him up, but to me, like, he's the best.
Steph's real deal. Yeah. Steph's real deal. Steph's real deal.
Steph's been balling, but he's definitely gonna cool down. He's
28, isn't he? Like, I thought he was much younger. I don't know. He looks younger to me. He looks like he's about 24.
What the fuck was that?
Someone dropped the ball. It fell off. Committed suicide. Dude, that's how my phone broke, man. I was taking a shower. It started ringing. Kept on ringing. Boom. It committed suicide right off the fucking bathroom sink. Incredible.
Yeah, so, we're...
Take that shit off the podcast, bro.
We're looking down at TC's right
now.
Take
that shit off!
The building, though. So I think it's 23.
Mute that motherfucker.
I did. There we go. I can mute him.
You suck dick. Wait, you can still hear me?
So what should we talk about, man?
Look at Drake.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk some... He's not even talking to anybody. You can see
what the fuck did he just say?
I mean, Black Ops 1 being more populated, there's a lot of conspiracies out there. I'm probably leading the conspiracies as Black Ops.
This is what I was going to mention to you.
Okay.
Did you see Hutch say, "I'm not against the boots on the ground" hashtag now? Like, because he played Black Ops 1 on Xbox One, and he was like...
Yo, unmute him.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I did see
It's
him.
Chris.
What the fuck? Frankie Edgar?
Yeah,
I
man.
got Drake, Frankie Edgar. Y'all, what the fuck? That's fucking crazy. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Matter of fact, y'all got Google in front of y'all?
Nah. Yeah.
Open up a fucking window.
Yep.
Window, Google Plus or whatever.
Who am I looking up?
Look up these two fucking creeps that y'all gotta fuck one of them.
oh, yeah.
We want to see what y'all are gonna answer. One of them name is Bailey J.
Bad.
Miley, M-I-L-L-E-Y.
Bailey, like
Yep.
Bailey. B-A-I-L-E-Y, I think.
How you doing?
Go ahead. What's the last name?
Huh?
Just J. Bailey J, the letter J. And then go in another window real quick. Just
Yep.
have them side by side. What's the other one name?
Huh?
Buck Angel.
Buck Angel. B-U-C-K space Angel.
You ain't going to be ready for this, I'm just telling you right now. I'm just giving you pre-warning. You
You gotta fuck one of them. Like,
Oh. Oh, nah. Nah. That's him. He's Buck Angel.
you do look like him a little bit.
Nah.
You got to fuck one of them. Now, Bailey J looks like a girl, but is a dude
With a dick.
Yeah,
with a dick.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
bitch got a
And
dick.
Buck Angel.
That bitch got a dick.
Okay.
Damn, the coldest part is she look low-key cool, though.
Yeah.
Ew.
And Buck Angel is a girl. Buck Angel
Yeah.
is a girl. And you
She
got to
got an
fuck
authentic-
one of them.
Buck Angel got an authentic pussy.
A strong pussy.
A genuine pussy. Genuine pussy.
So
You
got-
have to
Oh,
fuck one.
right there, you can. No.
You got to pick one, motherfucker.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I mean, oof. How drunk am I? How drunk am I? First and
You can
foremost.
choose the conditions, man. It can be like
Choose the conditions.
you can
That's all
set
I
it
can
out
do.
however you want. However you make
This is your fantasy.
Yeah, this
Can
is
Can I just masturbate in the corner? Shit.
no, unfortunately, well, no, you can't do that. You have to pick one. You have
no, you can't do
fuck
that.
Oh my god. Well, shit. I would. You know what? Because I like a little shit ass. I'd fuck Bailey J.
Ew. All right.
There we go. There we go. Is that the first Bailey J? No, we've had
No.
someone else.
We have many Bailey
What's his
Jason.
name? Was
I ain't fucking a nigga with a six pack, bruh. I'm with a chick with a six pack with a bald head who look like she do more juice than I do and work out, do more CrossFit than I do. Hell no.
But it's a girl though.
But it's a girl. I feel it, bruh. But goddamn.
I ain't fucking no nigga.
All right. You gotta make the tell Blade he's got to make the same choice.
I mean, damn.
Hey guys, I have to go.
Frankie Edgar got an answer too.
Yeah, you got
You got to answer.
No.
Well, he did, yeah.
Guys, I gotta go pick up my mom from the hospital. She's getting discharged. These guys can stay on if you want. If you want to kick them off, you can, whatever. But I'm out. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you.
All right, Blade.
Thank you, Blade. Thanks for
Thanks for
coming on.
Do you guys want a drunk stream or should we just chill later on tonight? Ask the chat.
Drunk.
Chat, do you want drunk stream or do you want
Oh.
chill?
They want the hype. I know it. I will vouch for them. They are one for the hype.
This is White Boys chat, so yeah.
Okay.
They love the hype.
You're free to stay here. Do whatever you need.
Were you going to Bellevue?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's no traffic.
That's good.
Yeah. That's good. That's lovely.
Everyone's saying drunk stream. How long we been up, White Boy?
I've been streaming for 2 hours, but I'm not sure exactly when I started the show because I was playing some H1.
I think it's been a pretty good show. I think we should call it here.
All right, it was a fantastic show.
Thanks for coming through, homie. What's your name?
Thanks for coming. What's your name, bro?
Drake, the Drake lookalike boy.
Me?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name's DeMarco.
Thank you for coming on, DeMarco.
Will you be participating in the hype later with Only Use Me Blade?
Yeah,
Brian?
if he ain't scared. If he's not scared.
Sick.
All right.
All right, boys. Thanks for coming on.
Though, man. Thanks for coming through, homie.
Yeah.
All done.
That's podcast show number 61. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right, baby.